Uh, uh, I'll wait a little bit. I'll wait a little bit till you guys come in, mate. This shit has been this shit's been insane, dude. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I got messages everywhere, man. Uh, as you guys are tapping in, let me know what's up. It's 7:45 a.m. here, and I've been up since 5 a.m. Just to give you guys context. We will talk about the fights. We got a fight in Japan today. I broke this fight down. I got action on this fight. Yamaguchi versus Yuri. If you haven't watched my logical reasoning, my breakdown, my stats don't lie video on that, that's on my playlist, the fight prediction playlist. It's a rematch. We could talk about that at nauseum if you want. I'll pull up the odds. But I woke up today. I guess Ticket Gate just won't die. You know, Ticket Gate is still popping, and I laugh. It's laughable, but Ticket Gate is also frustrating for me because Ticket Gate. Oh, God, I woke up with like 20 messages. I woke I woke up with like 20 messages from like 10 different dudes who are in my Discord and part of our chat telling me and sharing messages with me of messages Muscle sent to them. Look, I don't like petty bullshit. I'm not a shit talker, but I don't like liars. I do like accountability. I'm actually tired of this shit. I thought I was going to wake up today and we could talk about Japan. I thought, we got Japan, we got the UK, we got punk ass Danny Garcia, DSG, my guy. I'm a little bit frustrated right now with what's going on. And dude, Ticketgate is taking a turn, boys. AI's involved now. More fuckery's involved. Fake tickets. It's like, bro, what the hell? So it's like at the end of the day, Muscles messaged me. I messaged him. I talked to Gary. Just come on my live stream. Just come on right now. You can come on whenever you want. And Gary's like, do you think he's lying? I'm like, I do. I was like, it's not about having a debate, Muscles. It's about you admitting that you were wrong and we can move forward because there's no debate to have, mate. You lied. 100. That's where I'm at. I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot. My dad used to say, you can't bullshit the bullshitter. You lied, bro. You got caught. Say you're sorry. We can move on. And until you apologize, your name's Carlos. And Carlos, you got to hit me up, man. You're my guy. Carlos is my boy. He's my friend. But I mean, like, at this stage of the game, man, it's like, bro, what are we talking about here, mates? What are we talking about here? As you guys are checking in, and for the boxing heads who aren't in the Discord, I feel bad. But I mean, this is something we need to talk about. High drama, high drama. Jimmy Sains fight. Kenya in the house. Rambler in the house. History Vault. Holla at your boy, DJ Green. Guys, like this video, subscribe. Let's get into the Discord. It's JBS Lord at this point. Gary's in denial. I mean, so Gary's asking me. He's like, bro, do you think it's fake? And just full, me, boys. I'm gonna be real. He goes, do you think it's fake? And I'll pull up the phone. I go, yes. He goes, that's a hell of an AI. I was like, it's not that big of an AI. He was like, Gary put it in his Chat GPT, and Chat GPT came back with a message. I can't replicate a casino ticket. I'm like, bro, there's so many other AI servers and AI programs. You don't need Chat GPT. I don't even use Chat GPT for that sort of thing. How do I zoom in this bitch? That's the one. That's one of them. Same exact crease. So this is the newer ticket, though, guys. This one was sent. This one got made today, and That's the latest one. It's like, bro. This is a message I received. It's just like, bro, the denial's insane. This shit is getting fucked. The fuckery's insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Just admit you're wrong, bro. That's where it is. That's where we are. This dude, it's just insane. This is the Discord, guys. Those aren't in the Discord. This is this is me in Chilltown. But then I have messages from so many people and like him trying to defend himself. But guys, let's not forget. Like this is so effed, like this is the OG ticket. That's the one he shared. That's the OG ticket. It's like, bro, you lied. You lied. You got caught, right? You got caught. Let's do it. Yeah. He's out. And guys, he left the Discord. He left the Discord. He left my Discord. He left Gary's Discord. I guess some people's personalities, you know, it's hard for people to admit what they're wrong. But man to man, dude, just admit you're wrong, bro. Come on, say you're wrong. My bad. I tried. You know, the doubling down is the insane bit. The gaslighting and thinking that we're dumb, dude. The chat is smart as hell, man. Like this cat, to think that like to just think that the chat is dumb is insane. Yo, yo, come on, man. Shout out the boxing fan, dude. Boxing, this shit right here. This is hilarious.
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit. And I stole it, like, bro, but niggas don't understand. I talk facts. Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit. And I stole it, like, bro, but niggas don't understand. I talk facts.
Whoever is Critchy, man, you out here wild. Critchy in the Discord, this shit right here is absolutely hilarious. The memes are crazy. And look, I'm not burying anybody. The power is out in Arizona. Damn, boy, you better stay safe, Nick. But yeah, we'll get back to it. Yeah, whoever made that is hilarious, dude. Critch is out here crazy. Money Meech in the house. Guys, like this video, subscribe, get to the Discord. Johnny says boxing. Let's do it. We got some we actually have fights to talk about. 10 minutes in, had to talk about this. I'm sure Ticketgate, this won't be the end of Ticketgate. Carlos left, Carlos left my Discord. Carlos left Gary's Discord. I told him, I was like, bro, you always, I still look at Carlos as a mate. Carlos is my boy. All he has to do is come on and talk about it. All he has to do is apologize. Definitely, if he comes on my live, though, I'm gonna show all this stuff. He'll be in one screen, so we'll have a split screen. It'll be me, TJ, Carlos. I'll even mute my mic, but I will pull up all these receipts, and I want Carlos to explain himself. And so that's and then we can move on. That's it. But we do have some fights to talk about. Yeah, Critchy's a beast. Yeah, shout out to Critchy. Yeah, I mean, Gary had the same idea. Yeah, I watched Gary's live stream yesterday. I wasn't too excited about his take yesterday. I know he was trying to Gary was trying to play, the middle ground, and then he actually brought it up today because yesterday he wouldn't even talk about it. He brought it up today. He messaged me, Gary. He said that Gary said that he doesn't, not for sure that's true, but now it would have to get really deep and really dark. You have to go pay for another opening. Yeah, Gary's defending him, which is fine. Gary can defend him. Gary thinks that he's playing. He's so this is good then, because Gary's defending him, and this is good. I'm not. I'm not defending him. So I think what will happen is hopefully we could get Carlos on Gary's live stream, because that would probably be the way to go. Gary's doubling down, because I mean, if anything, it kind of sounds like sexy for the channel to have a pro better part of your ethos and your channel. And I get it from a business perspective, but I don't give a shit about money. I've told you guys that since jump. I don't care about cars. I don't care about watches. I don't care about flossing. I don't care about material things. From an esoteric, spiritual perspective, I'm gonna die. You're gonna die. We all die. That's my whole life. I've always been wired this way. So I live a life with the understanding every single day that our mortality is fragile. So I don't give a shit about fronting on things. I don't give a shit about flossing. I call out people who lie. I have ethics, and I am aware of my own mortality. That being said, and I've lost friends because of my attitude about this. But you're not going to put me in a position to have to defend you if you're lying to your girl, if you're lying to my friends, if you're lying to my face, if you're lying to your brother, if you're trying to con somebody, if you're trying to get something, you're trying to swindle something. That's just not going to go down with me, mate. And you might get away with your bullshit, but around me, I'm going to at least let you know that I'm not cool with it. So that being said, he'll probably be more comfortable going on Gary's live stream. But hopefully he does. And and just watching how he's handled the whole goddamn thing, how he's treated people, his defense. That now we got videos of him driving. Did you guys forget about the video he dropped of him counting cash? I still got that shit, and I got receipts that I haven't even shared. I'm just waiting for him and this is why I didn't remove him. I'm just waiting because I'm waiting for him to keep talking. He put a video up in my Discord 2 days ago of him at the casino, and then this AI generated photo. Because Carlos, it is AI, mate. You told us what casino you gamble at. You told us in our Discord what casino you cash out at. All you have to do is go to Google and type in that casino and see the casino floor. It's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard. And our chat is smart. You know what I'm saying? Our chat, dude, we got it, dude. If we're at, you know how hard boxing is? Boxing's, not an easy sport. It's one of the most technical sports to learn, let alone study. You don't have to, learning how to fight is hard. Learning how to box is hard. Learning the minutia of the sport is hard. So that kind of attracts smarter guys. Like the people on this chat, the people who follow me, the people in our Discord, you guys aren't idiots. You know your shit. And the last thing you're going to do is let somebody gaslight you, especially when they're trying to propel themselves on this pedestal talking about money. And this is a perfect example of why I always blot out, even if I'm betting $10, $100, $1,000, you never see how much I'm betting, because the last thing I ever want to do is make somebody feel inferior. So that being said, when you have this thing happen, and these are the facts and scenarios of who it's happened to and what he's trying to get away with on the platform he's trying to do that on, towards the people he's doing that towards, people on my channel. It's like, bro, no, that's not happening, bro. You come on, you can have a chat, we can talk about it, but I'm not just gonna sit here. I'm not just gonna sit here and take your side, bro. It's insane. It's insane. And I wanted to do this, I was going to put a title up and just say Ticket Gate, but because I was worried about my subscribers who want to just talk boxing. But luckily, this isn't a Terrence Crawford Canelo fight week. There aren't a lot of fights, right? If you want to talk about, and I'm going to go live again today one more time. I'm uploading my breakdown of the main event in the UK. We got Danny Garcia. I already uploaded the Japanese fight happening in 12 hours, Yamaguchi versus Yuri. I'm taking Yamaguchi. It's a rematch. The first fight was 8 rounds. This is a 10-rounder. These guys are domestic level. I wouldn't put a lot of money on it. I only broke it down into the stats don't lie because one of my level 2 subscribers every month the level 2s who pay a little bit extra, they get to they get to pick a video that I professionally do. That's why I did that. But right now, man, this shit in, you know, obviously I'm a little bit it's offensive. It's offensive. You guys should be offended. Gary should be offended. I'm offended. Nick should be offended. Breaking Bad, all the dudes he messaged, all the contacts that he got from my channel, all the contacts that he got from the Discord, everybody that, you know, and then I don't give a shit how I look online. I don't need flowers. I don't need support. I don't need adoration. I don't need people to kind of pat me on the back. And I want to be clear about this. When I say I don't need, I'm talking about those aren't my intentions. You know what I'm saying? I don't do anything in my life to get the support of strangers. And that's not a bad thing. I told you guys these 2 words a month ago, personal sovereignty. I got to a point in my life probably 10, 15 years ago where I stopped lying to myself. I stopped lying to people. I started living my life on my own terms, started doing everything in my life, whether it was my work, my interpersonal relationships, with, you know, honesty and ethics, right? So when you get to this point, you don't care what people think of you. I love that you guys support me. I love that you guys like the content, and you know we're building this community together. So I'm not saying I'm not saying, I think you guys get my point here, right? It's just that when I see somebody who's making these decisions, propping himself up on the opposite line of ethics for those intentions, I can't let it slide. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a tough one. It's a tough one, and it bums me out. And I'm glad I got a boxing question here. Bricks, what's up, Johnny? Thoughts on Flash Tiger? You guys know I'm a Tiger guy. I'm also a Nick Flaws guy. Nick Flaws, man, fun fighter. I really wanted to see Nick Flaws. Nick, I've heard it pronounced Flaws, Flaz. He's an exciting fighter. Every time I bring Nick up, I think he's like 38. Nick's what, 31? And Tiger's an Ohio guy, Northeast Ohio. So he's a Cleveland guy. I'm a Northeast Ohio guy. So I'm a loyalist. I really wanted to see Nick versus Pete Dobson, but we know that I think Dobson had to pull out. I think this is a great fight. I think Nick is going to be the best fighter the Tigers fought. I think this is a step up for Tiger. This is an opportunity for Tiger to get his feet wet. We know he's had a few fights now at 47. His first fight at 47, he looked good. I like how Tiger operates. I like a technical sort of defensive minded. You know, he needs to turn his offense up a little bit. He needs to take a little bit more risks. And the great thing about this matchup is Nick is going to make him do that. So I don't have a specific prediction on this, but it's coming. What's up, Swaggy? What's up, Chivo High? Yeah, man. And sometimes I think boxing fans said it, or Breaking Bad said in the Discord. And, you know, because there were a couple of the boys. I did a poll, mate. I did a poll yesterday, and I put the tickets up. I said, how many, is this real or is this fake? Or no, I put the poll up. I said, is this the same ticket? The initial ticket he posted, and then the ticket that TJ posted from 2023. And I think these numbers are all you need to know. Is this the same ticket? Because Muscles were saying they were different. 96% of the people said they were the same. And now 1 or 2 people in the Discord, and rightfully so, I'm glad there were a couple defending on the side of Muscles. I'm glad that that's the way, because that just shows you that, you know, it is a fair conversation. But also at the same time, people in that Discord aren't going to be lied to. So my point is, Boxing Fan or Breaking Bad then commented on one of the people defending Muscles, and they said that, look, we're not hating on him, but he, you know, if anything, it's actually brought the Discord group together. People were talking about, mate, I haven't commented in the Discord in a month. And if anything, through controversy, it brings people together. I don't like controversy. I don't talk shit. I'm not a gossiper. I don't spread rumors. I don't spread hate. I'm not a mean-natured human. It's not how I roll. And but I felt like when this happened, I had to say something. And that's why as soon as it happened, and shout out to Chill, I had to say something. And now we're at a point where you keep doubling down. It's like, bro, you keep doubling down. You keep pushing my hand now. I have to keep fucking talking about this. Just stop making fake tickets. Stop lying. Stop making people feel like they're idiots. Stop making people feel like they're inferior. Stop talking shit to people. Stop calling people names. Stop hyping yourself up and just admit it. We know it's fake, bro. Just admit it. That's fine. So yeah, There's a lot of people commenting. I'm sorry if I can't get to all your comments. I'm sorry. If Muscle's been lying from the start, what would be his purpose? Great question, UMG. This is the thing, UMG. And as these comments are coming in, I appreciate everybody. I got lucky by finding UMG's because it's like a circle right now. He says, if Muscle's been lying from the start, what could be his purpose? And before I gave my official, I talked about it, I asked TJ this. And when we go back to the original post, guys, I have timestamps because the Discord holds receipts, right? It was right after Bilal Fawaz got his hand raised against Starboy. And all week, guys, I was on Fawaz. I shared all, and this has nothing to do with me. This has everything to do with this question. I was on Fawaz. I give you guys my underdog of the week every week. He was my underdog of the week. I got him at plus 325. I put it on Instagram, put it in the Discord. I did a video about it, and that was that. You know, I reconnect with some of the boys. I do a live stream at the end of the week with TJ. We see eye to eye, and in that live stream, we didn't agree on everything. He thought that some of the fights we were breaking down, he was going to go one way, which is fine. My point is, I didn't get one message from Muscles that fight week. That was the first fight week since March. He has my personal number since March that I didn't get a text message. So I'm thinking that's fine. I'm not texting. It's a business relationship kind of. But when he messages me, I have time for him. You know, hey, what do you like in this fight? Do you think these odds are right? Blah blah blah. I didn't get anything of that, so I was just like, it's a slow boxing week. That's for whatever. He didn't pop in any of the lives, which was kind of crazy, which is fine. And Bilal gets his arm raised. I'm out at a festival, a street fair with my girlfriend, and my phone starts going crazy. And I see all the boys coming in with their wins, and they're adding me in the Discord. Johnny, good pick, good pick. They're posting their tickets, 1,000 to win 6,000. Somebody hit like 4,000 to win X, 100 to win this, that sort of thing. And then I don't see this live. And then the Dave Allen fight starts, and the Discord does what they always do. Who won round one? How'd you score it? How'd you score round two? How'd you score round three? And then my phone starts going crazy again around round 6. I look in the Discord and I see a message from 10 minutes ago from TJ. Can I put this dude on blast? I don't see it. And then the very next message was like, my bad, bro. I had to. And so I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? So I pop back in there, and Muscles had posted after all the winning parlays came in with Bilal, the ticket, the one that we've seen, the one that he typed, he wrote Bilal Fawaz on it. And it's like, to answer your question, what's his purpose? His purpose must have just been the fear of missing out. I don't know. That's sociopathic behavior. Wanting to get adoration, wanting to get love, wanting to feel wanted. That's the crazy bit. This is my point why I said personal sovereignty. If that's the decision-making process, and then also the sociopathic decision-making, thinking that nobody was going to call him out because you're thinking that, this don't matter. You're not doing an analysis of like, ethically, I probably shouldn't lie. Or I am the guy who says that I'm a professional bettor, and I'm the guy who showed I probably shouldn't just post this because it's fake, because what if other young guys who look up to me who are in this Discord are betting money that they shouldn't bet, and I'm telling them they could be a professional bettor, but it doesn't matter because nobody will say anything. So it's really dark. It's really dark. It's dark. It's depressing. That's what I'm saying. So to answer your question, I mean, we got to look at it again. This is the one on the left. That's the post. That's the post. That's the post. The one on the left. That's the one on the left that he was going to get away with. That's the one on the left that he posts in our Discord right after Bilal wins. Bilal's hand gets raised. The one on the left he posts, and he said Bilal Fawaz, and he like a fist pump or something. And in his head, he did. People liked it. People, gave the cash money emoji, and that was that. And then the Dave Allen fight starts, and he got what he wanted. He got the love. He got the adoration. It's kind of like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant when you think about it. It's pseudo alpha behavior. It's the type of behavior that you see by low level. I've never been locked up. I've never been handcuffed before, but I used to have a big fear when I was a kid of going to prison when I'm like 7 years old. One of my biggest fears, I'm an old head. In the late 80s, I was 7 or 8. My two biggest fears in life were getting AIDS and going to prison. This is crazy, right? And I'll connect this. And so, because of that fear of prison, I grew up watching a lot of prison documentaries, Scared Straight, these reality shows. And I ended up going to college for sports psychology, and I have a degree in psych. And so, like, understanding the way people are wired is something I've always been interested in. So in these jail documentaries and these prison sort of documentaries, you see the behavior of these men just trying to survive. They're operating at a real low level, and I'm not shaming anybody, but they're in prison, man. They're trying to survive. So when you're operating at a survival mindset, it's a little bit, the frequency is way down here. So the idea of like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant, like for instance, one of my buddies in LA when I'm living in Long Beach went to LA County for like 6 weeks for, I think, carrying like a burner. And he said that when he got to LA County, there's a rule. And I remember listening to, he was like, Johnny, if you ever get arrested, I'm like 22. And it could, it could have happened at 22 because I was living like a wild man. He was like, if you ever get locked up and go to LA County, there's a rule you should know. And I'm like, go on. I go, what's that rule? He goes, as soon as they put you into the main room, when everybody, they've already processed you and you're in the common area, there's a big gate door that slams. And if you let that thing slam, which it's going to slam because you don't know it slams, representatives from the Mexican gangs, representative from the black dudes, representative from the white dudes, who are all sort of compartmentalized, will come up to you and say, why'd you let my door slam? And then they will press you, and you have to do, this is no lie, this is a story he told me. He said you have to do 200 push-ups, and if you can't do 200 push-ups in that moment, you're gonna get jumped. So that is, and I remember at 22, I was like, fuck, I gotta get my push-ups up. I was like, I gotta make sure that I could be able to do 200 push-ups, because if that door's, this is how crazy a life I was living back in the day. And so I never got locked up, never went to jail. But my point is, that is low level, low IQ survival behavior. Those are dogs peeing on fire hydrants. The reason the guy posts that ticket when everybody else is posting a ticket is he needs his, positioning, posturing, peeing on fire hydrants sort of things. So yeah, anyway, sorry about that. Rant, 30 minutes in, AI, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. History Vault, 2 months, baby. We're 3 months in. You got in 4 weeks late, but let's do it. Yeah, so the Johnny Says Boxing Insider VIP group, guys. It's pinned here in the comment section. Couple bucks a month. We have level 1. Level 1 gets you pretty much everything. You get access to me on all socials, highlighted live streams. You get to the Discord. Level 2, a couple more dollars. All the aforementioned things, but in level 2, once a month, you tell me your favorite fight. Doesn't have to be a mainstream fight. It could be 3 months from now, and I'll do a professionally edited, produced breakdown prediction for you under my Stats Don't Lie play series. You'll get added, and it'll always stay up for you to refer to. And then level 3 is launching Friday. So I am launching level 3. Level 3, just to give you guys a heads up, it's going to be an opportunity for you guys to, tap into my bread and butter as a strength and conditioning coach. So, for the last decade, I've written books and I run a private VIP, invite only fitness gym here in Sydney. And I'm going to be, level 3 is going to be, that's going to be inspired, because I know with boxing, a lot of guys who follow my channel either want to get in better shape, want to get their health back on track, that sort of thing. So just stay tuned to the channel. I will be launching that Friday. So Muscle Brown posted a ticket trying to act like it was Fawaz. Bricks, check this out, Bricks. That's it. Bricks, Muscle posted the ticket on the left saying that was Fawaz, saying that he bet 20 to win, that's what he won. When in reality, the ticket on the right, TJ Chilltown, pulled up a ticket from Muscles from 3 years ago with the same exact thing. Same marble in the background. He tried defending the marble background. So like, since this is what started everything. He's posted AI tickets. He's posted a video. But at the end of the day, all we have to do is go back to the genesis of this. A marble background, the same exact ticket, a cropped ticket on the left with no name on it. The thing is, he just thought it was he thought nobody was going to call him on it. You seen the guy? I forgot his name. You see the knockout, the Ennis guy. Yeah, Mario. Jaron Ennis. Yeah, he's a beast. Yeah, he's a one of the best in the game. Bricks, LOL, WTF. So we're all caught up, guys. 30 minutes in. What's your take on all this, man? Could the motivation he makes fake tickets and gains muscles and look, this might sound contradictory to you guys, or it might be hard for you to reconcile this next point. But even though I'm holding him accountable and I'm calling him out, I'm not saying his tickets are fake. I'm operating that this ticket is 100% fake. I'm operating that 100% he made a fake one and he didn't win this money and he wanted to prop himself up to get adoration. But I'm not saying that all of his tickets are fake. I've given him bets before. I know that he's won a lot of money because he's tailed my bets. Like I said, since March, we talk about every fight. We talk about every fight. You've seen him on my channel. I still look at him as a friend. I still look at him as a friend. It doesn't mean I can't hold you down. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not kicking in with people who aren't going to be real with you, and unfortunately this is happening out on a public platform, but he caused this. This is another thing, guys. I want to mention this. This is an important point. For all the boys in the Discord chat who he's messaging, for anyone watching this that he's reached out to, don't forget that you're the victim. We're not victims. I'm not a victim mindset, but he's trying to act like he's the victim. It's like, no way, mate. You caused this. You did this. This was your doing. Now stand on business, admit to it, hold yourself accountable, and we can move on. Because from here on out, even, let's say he never confesses to it, which is fine. I don't give a shit. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm on my mission. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit if he doesn't. That's on him. That's his choice. He will, though, always be known as Ticketgate and Carlos. You know what I'm saying? That will always be a thing. And he acts like he doesn't care, but you know damn well he cares. All you have to see is the full chats in the Discord. He 100% cares. And so, yeah. He caused it. This is on him, baby. He thought that nobody was going to call out King Ty. What's good, Kiza? He cannot be trusted. He's going too far. The AI tickets is wild, boy. Them AI joints is wild. Guys, in the Discord, if you guys are on this live right now, somebody comment. Do you guys know off Jump? I mean, I could find it, but do you know what casino he was saying? He was defending what casino he goes to, because we could prove this real quick. He just sent me a message. Should I? All right, guys. I haven't listened to this message. Do you guys see the one with the blue star? That one? That's Carlos. It's an audio message. Is that crossing lines if I play it? Because I don't know what he's saying here. Should I play this? History Vault. Gifted one. Johnny says boxing membership. Nice, man. I didn't even know. How did you gift that? Who'd you gift that to? I didn't even know. I remember Boxing Fan used to gift memberships, but I didn't even know this is a thing. History Vault, I appreciate you helping the channel grow. Is there a chance? Is there a crease on the AI ticket? Is there a crease on the AI ticket? Oh, TJ's still here. Okay, so should I play it? Guys, I don't know how. It's kind of cringe. I don't know what he's saying. All right, I'll play it, TJ. You the GOAT. 3. All right, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to play it. It's only 40 seconds. I'll read what he writes. I'll read. He wrote something, and then there's a 40-second audio note. He goes, if you look at these two different tickets, both of the sports book ID numbers are the same exact, and these tickets were placed on different days. If you look at the dates on both tickets, that's semantics. Here we go, guys.
I just told Gary to let his chat know this, which he did. app and the casino odds, they're different. Example, the app minus 180, the casino will have them at minus 165. Same with underdog. The underdog will be a plus 220. The casino will have them at a plus 215. You know what I mean? So the app and the casino, they operate different. I don't know. That's for me to know anyway. So, yeah. So there you go. That and let them know that too.
Just so you guys know, you can't hear it clearly. Okay, hold on. Give me a second.
Yo, and I'll end it with this.
Give me a second.
I just told Gary to let his chat know this, which he did. Yo, and I'll end it with this real quick. I just told Gary to let his chat know this, which he did. When it comes to the app and the casino odds, they're different. Example, they could be the app can have someone at minus 180. The casino will have them at minus 165, minus 170. Same with underdog. An underdog could be a plus 220. The casino will have them at a plus 215. You know what I mean? So the app and the casino, they operate differently when it comes to odds. Why? I don't know. That's not for me to know anyway. So, yeah. So there you go. You can have that and let them know that too.
Okay. I will share that in the Discord. That is the only time since this whole thing happened he messaged me, by the way. Just so you guys know. That's the only time. It's not like when this shit happened 2 days ago, he messaged me. It's not like we spoke. That is the first time he messaged me. In that voice memo. Did you all I'm hearing is manipulation. I'm hearing a giggle, I'm hearing a laugh, it's like, nah, I ain't falling for that. That's Muscle's voice, not AI. That's Muscles. That's yeah, dude. I'll show you the AI one. The Casino absolutely did not have plus 106. Okay, so I'm gonna post it. You know what? I know how to do this. I'm learning, guys. So the one thing Gary was pushing back on, Gary thinks, I'm just gonna blow this up. Does anybody know the casino name, guys? I'm gonna do it now, TJ. I forgot that I have a third device and that I could just do it this way. Guys, you gotta be patient with me. I'm a slow old head. I forgot that I could just do it. So TJ, I'm gonna send it to you. So TJ, I just sent you in the Discord, TJ, the audio, and I'm gonna see if I can play it through here. And then I sent you the expanded version. Okay. So this is the photo that Muscle sent to me, to all the boys on the Discord. And this is the photo, the new ticket, guys. This is the new ticket. This is the one that Gary thinks is real. So how come all of a sudden we have this ticket? Bilal Fawaz plus 106. Max win. This is the ticket that Gary thinks is real. This is the one that he just made, the one he just posted. Bilal Fawaz was never at 106. So what he did here was he made an AI ticket and he's selling his narrative. You know what I'm saying? This is like when we're getting gaslit. We're getting gaslit, so it's in New Hampshire. Does anybody know the name of the casino in New Hampshire? Because all we have to do, look at the background. Because that ceiling, I lived in Vegas. I used to work in multiple casinos. Even the hand, even the thumb. Like the skin, like this shit just looks suspect to me, dude. He thinks he's smarter than everybody. Look at the time. Yeah, he thinks he's smarter than everybody. Gate Casino, New Hampshire. Havelock in the house. Gate Casino, New Hampshire. But don't you guys think it's telling? This guy went from talking to me every single day for like 6 months, knowing that it's my platform, knowing that this is controversial. I just played you the first message he sent me, and it was all about him defending himself. He didn't say, "What's up, Johnny?" He didn't say, "My bad for doing this controversy." He didn't say, "My bad for blowing your Discord up. I'm going to get, I didn't mean for this." None of it. All of it was about him. All of it was him saying, and I'm going to play that message one more time for you guys. Okay, guys, you ready for this? So, I'm pulling up Gate Casino, New Hampshire. I'm pulling up the floor. This is how crazy. This is how. Yeah, Chilltown. I'm gonna send this to you in the Discord. I'm gonna do a side by side too. So notice, guys, the ceiling and the background. This is why I knew it was AI off jump, because all you had to do was go to here. So TJ, this is the real Gate Casino. So these are the tables. These are what the machines look like. Look at the ceiling. Do you see the lights? Look at the top of the ceiling. The reason why they use those lights, those are a certain sort of bright light, temperature controlled. You want it super popping. Look at that one. No. Different casino. That's not even a casino, by the way. This looks like what they did was, because I used to work at the Wynn Hotel and I worked at Planet Hollywood. At the Wynn Hotel, Steve Wynn was the guy who did the first ever 5-star, 5-diamond casino. It's actually on Old Vegas on Fremont Street called the Golden Nugget. So at the time, now granted, I lived in Vegas 2011, 2012. The Golden Nugget was built, I think, in the 60s. It was, at the time, the creme de la creme, right? Steve Wynn wanted to replicate that in the 90s, early 2000s. Then he built the Wynn Hotel. Now, the Wynn Hotel is, I'm sure you guys have been there if you're gamblers. I used to work there at a nightclub, day club called Surrender. And, the floor is marble. So there are some sort of alignments with the Wynn and the Golden Nugget. My point is the ceilings. That is a fake ass ceiling. It's just a fake ceiling. That's not what I'm saying. That's just a fake ceiling. Look, that's his casino. This is his casino. Google it. It's like, bro, what are we doing here? The crease. Oh yeah, let's. The top AI ticket, the real casino. We are archaeologists. I told you guys, boy, we're not idiots. We're not freaking dumb, dude. This is why I'm frustrated, and this is why, until Carlos comes on and just says, "Hey, boys, my bad." This is a learning moment. This is a learning moment for Carlos. This is the learning moment. I know he's young. He's only like in his early 30s. I'm 43. He's young. He's a young man, and I don't think that all of his tickets were fake. I don't. I'd like to not think they were all fake, because the ones, at least when I've known him, the ones that some of the big ones, he followed my tips. You know what I'm saying? So I know when he went big, because I actually asked him not to tell me how much he bets, because it was ruining my experience watching the fights, because I was stressing out. You know what I mean? I wish that, is he only 20? He's not 26. Yeah. I'm going to send this to Gary, because Gary is still defending him. And I knew this exactly what PJ says there. And this is another thing. That doesn't, the hand just looks suspect. Because I'm texting Gary right now because he still thinks this dude thought we were idiots. This cat thought we were idiots. I'm fine. I don't care. You can think I'm dumb, but now we need an apology, boys. Pablo, appreciate the super chat. Let's be clear between talk about a week boxing weekend and Ticket Gate. This guy. Thanks, Pablo. Ticket Gate is crazy. Ticket Gate is crazy. I'm gonna blow up another side by side for you boys real quick. Actual casino. Okay. So this is the top one. The top one is his actual casino, Gate City, New Hampshire. Unless, guys, and look, the bottom one is his new ticket with Bilal Fawaz mysteriously on it. Get the fuck out of here. This cat is wild. With Bilal Fawaz and all the numbers are perfect. All the numbers, everything aligns. It was a big misunderstanding. The whole chat was wrong. I was right. My bad. You guys owe me an apology. He's the victim here. He's and you know what? This dude's the victim. Have you guys ever been friends with a sociopath or dated a sociopath? I've dated and look, I'm not, my downfall is, and this is before I say what I'm about to say, I've dated really awesome women in my past, and the girl I'm with now is the woman of my dreams, and so I'm thankful and grateful for all of my exes. I just got lucky, I guess. You know, I probably had 4 or 5 serious relationships in my life, and they're all smart, really intelligent women, and I wish nothing but the best for them, and I always have been this way. I had a mentor when I was younger in my early teens who brought me along this way. He would tell me about you know, how, you know, women, and, you know, he was older. He was like, when I think about my ex-girlfriends, he was like, I only think about them when they meant, what they meant to me when they were at their best. I only think about my exes when I love them. So like it always allowed me to be able to get through breakups and not hold a lot of disdain and not be regretful and not be vengeful and not have any sort of bitterness. Because guys, it's that bitterness when relationships end that end up, you know, bringing the worst out of you, gets you sick, causes cancer, that stress, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? In a big scale, you know, you don't want to live with bitterness and resentment. So my point is sociopathy. I was dating a girl. We had already moved out. I thought, you know, I go into every relationship thinking I was going to marry the girl. One half of my family is Italian, you know, hopelessly romantic, right? And so when it didn't go right, and it ended, you know, it ended not amicably. I was in my mid-20s. I go back to the house that it was my house before, and I left her everything. I was a little bit impulsive with that decision-making process. At the stage of my life, I was like, you could just take everything. I don't want anything to remind me of you, blah, 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 right? Like a little fucking kid. And one of the things, though, in my mid-20s, I was making really good money working in nightclubs in LA. And so with a lot of cash, we would go to art shows, and I would buy art, like bougie as fuck, acting like a stupid idiot, dude. Fucking moron I was. And the reason why this is significant with sociopaths is the fact that when you go by art is so subjective. You know what I mean? We all like different art. You know, one of my favorite artists of all time was Salvador Dali. You know, I once read a book called Becoming Dali. Dali, basically, while he was alive, created a whole form, a whole genre of art called surrealism. And, you know, he was from Spain. He's one of these rare artists that was famous while he was alive. And he, you know, ran a university and he would teach people, teach his students how to paint like him. Now, I didn't have a legit Salvador Dali, but I had a Salvador Dali-esque painting, right? This guy, some of his famous paintings were like The Rose, the most famous one, The Persistence of Time. It's like that desert landscape with the clock melting off the table and the old like cattle horn, and you know, everything looks like an acid dream. And the way he would achieve this sort of style is he would fill buckets up of paint and he would do LSD. So he'd be tripping his fucking balls and he's holding 2 buckets of paint. And whenever he would drop a bucket of paint, he would paint what he saw. That's the story, right? So anyway, I wanted to go back to my old house, which now she was living in, to get this piece of art. And I go there, she lets me in, and she goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I came to get my piece of, I want this. This is what." She said, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "I picked that out." I go, "What are you talking about?" And I look at her just like this. And I'm like, I go, "What?" Like, she was literally, her favorite style of art was called pop art. So she was big into Andy Warhol. So if you know anything about Warhol's the guy in the 1960s and 70s, you know, he would do like the 4 Campbell soup cans or like the 4 pictures of Marilyn Monroe, that sort of thing. You guys have seen it before. He would use right angles and then he would do photography. And so that's a very distinct style of art that you like, right? A lot of her art that she would pick were like, you know, pop art. And I was really into surrealism, totally different. I go get this. She goes, "I picked that one." She goes, "That's," and then she grabs this phone and starts screaming. It's like 2 p.m. on a Sunday. She grabs a portable phone. She starts screaming and says, "Get out of here. Get off me." And she takes the phone and hits herself in the head with it, jumps on the bed and looks at me and smiles. And I go, "Holy shit." And I got the hell out of there. She kept that piece of art. But my point is, that's sociopathic behavior, mate. This shit right here, on a certain level, boy, that shit is sociopathic behavior. Sorry for the long story. But yeah, mate. They pay someone on Instagram create that. Hey Johnny, check the shop ID, cashier ID, and the workstation name. I don't know if you touched that. Yeah, what's up, Massage Beauty? How you doing? Um, the boys in the Discord broke this down. I dated 2 sociopaths. Yeah, some people probably just can't admit being wrong. I think that's a popular thing. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Oh yeah, I did dodge a bullet. I did dodge a bullet, boy. So anyway, we're almost an hour in. I'm gonna be going live again today. Hopefully, I mean, how many more twists could Ticketgate take, mate? I thought Ticketgate was over 2 days ago. Ticketgate is still popping. We got AI generated memes. We got fake hands. We got fake casinos. The audacity, though, guys, wherever you are in your life, wherever you are in the world, you got to understand that I wish nothing but the best for you. We've never met in real life, right? That's called being courteous as a human. You know, walk by somebody today when you're going to the store, smile at them. You'll see they'll smile back. That's a free exchange of positivity. That's sort of how I operate in this world. When you're operating there and and something happens to you personally, where then everything that you hold true in your sort of how you live is being questioned and challenged and taken advantage of, it's like, nah, I gotta say something. You actually believe there's pro gamblers? I know, yeah, I do. I mean, there's 100% professional gamblers. I've been mates now. Pro gamblers. One of my good buddies was a dentist. I grew up with him. I actually just shared a photo of him and my sister running into each other at the Vegas airport on my Instagram. Andre, been friends with him since I was 13. He's a brother to me. He was a dentist, went to dentistry school at Ohio State University, hated it. Great poker player. Been living in Vegas for 18 to 20 years. He's a professional gambler. He's a brother to me. So for you to say, Rambler, you actually believe there's pro gamblers is wild. Once again, I don't know the way you wrote that, you're insinuating and you're kind of projecting onto me, like you did this yesterday too, which is fine, and I don't take offense to this. But I'm just gonna call out the dictation of how you wrote that. You're kind of standing on a pedestal as like a self-reg. I can't believe you think that. It's like, bro, come on, mate. You ain't gonna get away with that shit without me calling you out on that, boy. Pablo, lesson for everybody. If you need to create a fake ticket to brag or get somebody to prove. Yes. Yes. That is real rap raw. PJ, you've been quiet, big dog. You got action in front. Here's what we got. Let's take a look. I'm gonna be going live again today. Friday's cards. I'm not getting Friday. I got Kieran Conway. I got George Littard. We got Japan in about 12 hours. I'm gonna be uploading George Littard and Kieran Conway today, my Stats Don't Lie videos. Let's share this tab real quick. Let's get into this. Let's talk about this real quick, guys. This is what we're here for, right? This is what we're here for. So what action? I'm not seeing any action. Oh, Shannon Ryan. So your PJ, your Friday, my Saturday. Shannon Ryan, Chloe, Jimmy Sains, Coleman, Kieran Conway, Littard. Yeah, to answer your question, I'm going to get action. I'm going to build you a 3-leg parlay, by the way, PJ, like I told you in the Discord. Guys, I am taking action on today's fights in Japan. One fight, I'm taking Yamaguchi on the money line. They fought once. It was a draw. That first fight was an 8-rounder. This one is a 10-rounder. And Yamaguchi right now on the money line, $1.53. I think that's great value. If you could somehow do a same ticket parlay, I would go the distance and Yamaguchi by decision. I think this fight's going to go the distance. I like Yamaguchi by decision. Neither one of these guys could crack. This fight's at 115 pounds. They're both kind of in the top 50 in the world at 115, but they're ranked 13th and 14th respectively in Japan. They're both southpaws. They're both going to stand on that front foot, stay in the middle, and it's an atypical Japanese fight. A lot of volume, very fun to watch. Not a lot of power. I just think Yamaguchi does a little bit more better work, and I like his body work. So I'm leaning on Yamaguchi on the money line. Like I said, if you could do a same game multi, I would take Yamaguchi, fight to go the distance, decision. Would there be a Johnny Gary Muscle stream again soon? UMG, man, I'll show you all my receipts. I'll show you. I asked him to. I've said it every live. Muscles, come on my live. I've told Gary. And I was ahead of this early, guys. I was ahead of this early. The same ticket. This shit is still so funny to me with the crease. The same ticket. You could see the crease through my punk ass phone. I put this up on my Instagram. Is this the same ticket? 94% yes. Which I was shocked that 6% said no. So do you think there'll be a Johnny Gary's muscle stream again to address this ticket and also talk boxing? Look, for the sake of my channel, for the sake of the everyone here right now and all those who come to my channel for boxing, and the sake of ethics, I'm not going to platform Muscles until he comes on. Like, it's not like I'm not going to talk to Muscles about boxing, and that's another thing. There's no space. I don't need to. The only time I'm ever going to talk to Muscles that you guys are going to see if he chooses to come on and he could explain himself. And when he does choose to do that, I'm going to put my mic on silent, but I'm going to have access to the screen and I'm going to show all of the receipts. I'm going to show the whole story. I'm going to show from start to finish. And then when I do unmute my mic, I'm going to ask him, why did you do this? Why'd you say this? What is this? The ceilings are different. That's AI. Why don't you just say you're sorry? Why are you doubling down? That's what I'm going to say. And these are all my receipts. So, yeah, there you go. Kiza, the 6% is Muscles on other accounts and maybe Gary. Yeah, what's that? Gary's my boy, too. I'm definitely going to do content with Gary. I can't judge a man how they handle controversy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way I'm handling this is way different than the way Gary's handling this, but we're different. And, you could judge me and you could judge him on how we're handling it, but I'm not going to judge him, and I don't mind if you judge me. I don't care about criticism. I know that I'm operating from a place of actually positivity. I don't like negativity. I like positivity. And somebody said in the Discord, oh, Johnny's getting a lot of money. I'm not getting a lot of money. I don't make, this is a passion project, guys. I only have 26, 27,000 subs. It's not like I'm getting a million views. I don't do this because I'm making money off YouTube. So me bringing this up isn't because I'm making money. And I had to call someone on that in the Discord. This is straight up ethics. This is straight up accountability. The boy who cried when. That is effing hilarious. I see a business opportunity here. What about to write a script and sell the ticket gate? I coined that. Actually, me and Nick. So I have receipts. I sent Breaking Bad a Instagram message, and I think it was a voice memo, and it just kind of came out. And I said, man, ticket gate. And he responded, he goes, ticket gate is wild. And so that was like right when it happened. This is what it is, boys. This is Ticketgate 2025. Shit. There might be a Ticketgate 2026. Yeah, I like Gary. Yeah, Gary's a good guy. Go follow. Gary's a beast. I have a lot of time for Gary. Gary runs 3D boxing, 100% a good guy. He's defending his friend. And I understand that. But I don't think I think the evidence speaks for itself, man. The whole thing bums me out. It's salty. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only fortunate thing about this is that, like, this isn't a busy fight week, because I would still have to address it, but then we'd have to talk about like important fights. And I guess, yeah, I don't know, man. Rest in peace to the great Carlos Muscles Brown. Well, the better, I mean, okay, so Gary just messaged me. I don't know if Gary, I'm not trying to have Gary come around, but you probably can't read it. The glare is insane. Anyway, I messaged Gary the Gate City Casino, because Gary was defending the AI ticket. He was like, that shit looks real, mate. How do you know it's fake? He's like, AI's not that good. So then I send him the Gate Casino New Hampshire ticket. And then he texts me back. He goes, wow. He goes, holy shit, bro. He's really carrying this thing out. And I go, yeah, man. He's really carrying this thing out. Skeezy. What's up, boy? Skeezy. So, yeah. So Gary actually just commented, guys. Gary just responded. And I'm talking to him right now. Zoom in on the ticket and you can tell it's fake, especially the numbers on your end. Oh, my bad. Yeah, so guys, if you're looking at this split screen, this is a photo I haven't put up in the Discord yet. I just shared it with TJ. And I sent this to Gary as well. The one on the bottom is the new Muscles ticket. All of a sudden, he has the new ticket with Bilal Fawaz. And I straight up said, that shit is AI, mate. So then the top picture is me going to Google and typing in Gate City Casino in New Hampshire. And that's what the casino floor looks like. That's what the tables look like. That's the color scheme. That's the ceiling. And I didn't have to do this, but I just wanted to give, you could look at the bottom and obviously tell that's AI. You could tell the softness of the paper. You could tell the smoothness of the paper. You could tell the skin. You could tell the imagery. It just, so there's a thing, guys, called the uncanny valley. I'm dropping all these joints. Maybe some of you guys know about this. So the uncanny valley is a sort of phenomenon that occurs in our optic eyes, how we see the world, right? And so there's an artist named Jackson Pollock. Jackson Pollock is a guy who, when you see his art, some of it looks like a bunch of just blobs, black and whites. And you're like, how the shit is this art? But the uncanny valley is, you know, he would use that sort of psychology of how we see things to do his art. When you're walking down the street and you see a girl with plastic surgery and you don't have evidence that she's had work done, but you know, it would happen all the time when I was younger, because, you know, I was new to the world. I mean, 13, 14, 15, you'd see a girl and you would just be like, I don't know. Or you see a guy who's like super like this, And you're like, that shit don't look it doesn't look natural, right? That questioning is the uncanny valley. AI, we have the same thing. This is the same exact thing. The AI. I miss when the only AI. Me too, man. We talk about practice. Everyone subscribe. Let's see. Is the Discord? What's the Discord saying? So Nick Ball, this is up to date. Nick Ball. Okay, at least we're back to business in the Discord. This is up to date. Nick Ball versus Figgy. How dare Mateo? Am I getting trolled here with this Figueroa post? This better not be real. I better not have to cover a Figueroa fight. Is this real? The whole stream has been dedicated to muscle CBD flower reviewer. Is this real? I hope it's not real. Okay. See, the chat won't let it die. Somebody just posted this. I mean, this is up to date, by the way. I'm showing you a live tap into my Discord. Somebody just posted this. It's my fault bragging about chill down. It's my fault bragging about a 106 that never existed when everybody got odds at. I mean, that's right. Bum equipment. The Discord is saying, let's talk about boxing, mate. I'm gonna leave you boys on that. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you boys on that. And on that note, boys, we got fights today. It is it's 8:53. It's almost 9 a.m., which is crazy. 9 a.m. I'm gonna do my upload of Kieran Conway now, and then you know what? I have a client here at 12. I'm either gonna go live at my 2 p.m. or my 12 p.m. So either way, you'll see me again. Let me just keep this on. The worst thing for Muscles is that he shut. I know this is why what Pablo says here is this is why it bums me out. Because I still look at Muscles as a friend. The worst thing for Muscles is that he shut doors by himself just for being unethical, and he truly enjoyed to spend time on YouTube. Silly as a Christian guy hoping to beat his 100%. Pablo, you ain't wrong. It's how do you know about his spirituality though, Pablo? I mean, as a Christian guy, I hope he can beat. Oh, my bad. Yes, we don't wish. Look, you shouldn't want to wish anybody bad. I'm more like you guys. I'm coming at this comically. I think it's funny. I want Muscles to come on so we can laugh about it. But he's not the way he's acting. It's almost 5 p.m. here. Okay, so you guys are going to be in bed, Rando. If I go live at 2, because if I go live at 2, maybe I could do one at 12. Because if I go live at 2, that's 5 hours. No, that'll be 9, 5. Yeah, so if it's 5 there, 2 p.m. will be 10 p.m. your way. So I think I can still go live. And you guys, Rando, you on the East Coast or West Coast? Because if it's 10 p.m. on the West Coast, that means it's 1 a.m. on the East Coast. You boys aren't going to tap in. And the chat's dying. It's all good, dude. Guys, we're going to get back to all boxing soon. I can't. Oh, so 550 on the East Coast. Okay. Bum Equipment. Appreciate you. Yeah, we just had to talk about it. Any questions? Anybody? Any questions about Japan today? Any questions about Yamaguchi versus Yuri before I get out of here? I'm about to upload Karen Conway, and then we got the girl Shannon Ryan as well. Somebody tell Gary it's Shannon Ryan, not Sandy Ryan. I heard him talking on the chat. FX coaching. All right. See, this is what I'm. You guys, if you know me, you know me. This is what I really want to chat about. FX Coaching says today's Japanese fight seems quite close, but the odds are wide at the moment. I'm a bit uncertain about this one. It feels more like a 50-50. They're not wide. They're not wide. Yeah, Yamaguchi's $1.53. So 100 on Yamaguchi gets your money back plus $53. Yuri's 270. 100 gets your money back plus 170. I guess they have widened. In my breakdown FX, just watch the first fight. The first fight played out. It was here's why I'm taking Yamaguchi. I like Yamaguchi here. If you could do a same game multi, I like Yamaguchi by decision, the fight to go the distance. The first time they fought, it was an 8-rounder. This fight's at 10 rounds. Yamaguchi has had a fight since this fight. He won a 10-rounder. Yuri hasn't fought since the first fight, okay? That's one thing. So activity, I'm going on Yamaguchi's side. They're both southpaws. They're both 5'6". The physicality cancels each other out. So it's going to really come down to stylistically. They're going to be atypical Japanese fighters who are going to stand in the pocket and throw a lot of volume. In the first fight, I like Yamaguchi's body work. I think that Yuri has a tendency to headhunt, and he has a tendency to overswing. I think there won't be a lot of adjustments needing to be made. Was done by Yamaguchi in the first fight, and that's who I'm leaning on. That's who I'm siding with. This is still a domestic fight. I don't think either one of these guys are going to be world champions. Both of them have under, I think, 10 fights. One's 26, I think one's 29. And I talk about all this in my breakdown. So it's up to you guys if you want to take action on this. I'm just doing this as a service for one of my level 2 members because they asked me to break this fight down. Yeah. These guys in Japan have full-time jobs. Yuri with no fights is one thing. As Johnny says, Yamaguchi got the vacant belt, so we know the promoter got Yamaguchi and financially backs him. Yeah, and that's as much as we could go on, Mankey. It's not like there's not a lot of tape on either guy. Neither guy has I found both of their social medias, but like 200-300 people, so they're not using it as a business. And you're right, this is a domestic dust-up at 115, right? Just understand that. Don't be happy if you win. Don't be sad if you lose. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way of doing this. Don't bet the house on this. Don't get too high if you win. Don't get too low if you lose. There are fights. I like Japanese boxing. So even if I don't put money on this, I'm going to watch it because I'm a nerd. But yeah. Now this fight is 10 rounds. Is Yamaguchi going to take the latter rounds like in fight 1? I think he's going to have to I think he's going to have to, you get 6 extra minutes of working. That's why I said, Makey, I don't see a lot of adjustments going to be made. And, an extra 6 minutes, depending on what you saw. Yeah. It just comes down to how you felt the fight was trending. I'm going to quote the great TJ Chilltown. I never tell anyone, just so I could always blame myself if I lose. And on that note, I bid you adieu.